Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Uch back again once again, and we have an EVO update. So, since it's funny because the first video that I made on this channel actually was about EVO. So, it's something that I will obviously continue to be providing you guys with content, especially on the fighting game side of things, because you guys know that I definitely come from fighting games. Okay, so let's not waste any more time. A lot of information dropped. We're pretty much gonna go over everything, my thoughts on them, and I guess anything that might be unclear, we're also going to go over with that as well. So let's just get right into the swing of things. So first and foremost, registration for EVO Online will go live on June 5th in the US, Canada, Mexico, Japan, South Korea, and Europe. Competitors can enter for free in one or more of the following tournaments: Killer Instinct, Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath, Skullgirls Second Encore, and Them's Fighting Herds. We're also partnering with Project Hope, and those who contribute $25 or more will receive a commemorative EVO online badge and lanyard. 100% of the proceeds from all contributions will be donated to Project Hope Global COVID-19 Relief. Now, this is the first bit of news that dropped earlier today, just kind of putting it out there that, registration will go live June 5th. And is only in certain territories of the world. Now, we're going to go over that in just a second. There's 3 regions that are allowed to, I guess, compete in this year's online EVO. Who knows if we'll ever have another online EVO in the future, but for now, that is what is known. And to follow up with this a bit of information, we have the schedule. Now, the schedule, if you can already notice, all 4 of the weekends, or I should say there's 5 weekends in total, as you see at the bottom, all open tournaments will conclude on July 31st, August 2nd, which I'd assume would be like the top 8s for each 4 of these games. So right off the bat, I will say that the local time is based off of the West Coast of the US. So 12 p.m. Western time will be 3 p.m. Eastern time for like myself and for anyone else that's, on the East Coast. So when you're looking at this schedule, when the mandatory check-ins for Friday. So the funny part is check-ins are for Friday, but all the competition will happen on each respective Saturday. For pool check-in starting at 9, and the tournament will actually start beginning at 10 a.m. every Saturday. So for those that have never experienced 10 a.m. pools, this probably might be your chance. Also, Sunday will pretty much work the same as Saturdays. July 4th to the 5th will be for the Fighting Herds. July 11th to the 12th will be for Skullgirls. The 18th to the 19th will be for Killer Instinct. And 25th and 26th will be Mortal Kombat Aftermath. And Sunday, like I said, will conclude everything July 31st, August 2nd. And I'm guessing that's your top 8s. Again, you can see right here, wherever you are in whatever region you're part of, the GMT, you'll just have to add or subtract whatever time from what you see here. And again, this is off of West Coast time. So keep all that in mind. But that's not all. What about the regions? Tell me more about the regions. Okay, perfect. So the regions are as such. Region 1, USA, Canada, Mexico. Region 2, Japan, South Korea. And Region 3 is all for Europe, okay? These are the only parts of the world that are allowed to compete at this year's EVO. Unfortunately, we cannot include any regions, any countries outside of these regions due to laws and regulations. And as far as the consoles go, because this is pretty straightforward. It's unfortunate that most of the world, because EVO is like it's a very global tournament. Everyone knows EVO to be like the granddaddy of them all. This is the event that people will come out and travel for, and spend lots of money just on traveling just to get to EVO, because this is the WrestleMania of fighting games. So unfortunately for this year, because everything is very restricted. It comes down to just these parts of the world are the only ones that are going to be able to compete this year. But But that's not all. Like I said, we're gonna talk about what's next, like as far as like the games and whatnot. As far as like the consoles. So Mortal Kombat is gonna be on PS4. Killer Instinct will be on Windows 10 PC. Skullgirls Second Encore will be on PS4, and then Fighting Herds will be on Steam PC. Obviously, this one's a no-brainer because then Fighting Herds is literally only on Steam. And this right here, tournaments are region locked. So if you noticed from this right here, we can gauge from this bit of information that there are going to be 3 sets of winners across all the games. So it's not like we're going to have one world champion representing whatever country in that specific game. It's literally going to be Region 1 champion, Region 2 champion, Region 3 champion. This is going to be the first EVO that's going to feature 3 champions across, you know, all its games. Because, again, it is region locked, according to this tweet right here. Okay, and that's exactly what region locked means. So therefore, you know, to break it down even more for those that are not really following, USA, we're playing with Canada and Mexico only. We're not playing with anyone from Japan. We're not playing anyone from South Korea, and we're definitely not playing with anyone from Europe. Europe's playing with themselves. I'm sorry for the pun. Japan's playing with themselves and South Korea, and we got a 3-way going over here, okay? And that's just how this goes. I'm not sure how people are going to feel about this. I'm not really going to... The purpose of this video is not really to go through like all these comments right here because there's a lot of different, you know, opinions and whatnot to go through. Maybe that's something that we could do in a later video. But I'm pretty sure that is just about everything that there is to cover as far as this big update for this year's EVO. Some questions you might have as far as the games are concerned. Like, for example, Killer Instinct, Windows 10 PC. What about the Xbox version? It actually has already been confirmed by Joey Cellular himself that if you are playing on Xbox, that is allowed as well. So fear not. I guess the console of the most recommended option is the Windows version. I don't know if it's any better than the Xbox version, but the fact of the matter is, I'm pretty sure out of all these games, Killer Instinct might have the best netcode of them. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that. But I am aware that, you know, this is a game that is known for its great netcode. It does have crossplay compatibility, and they are actually working. They're figuring out if they will allow other consoles for Skullgirls Second Encore, because that was something I noticed in these comments. If you go down, there's literally a lot of replies to this tweet. Mortal Kombat, obviously, this is a no-brainer. You know, PS4 is basically the go-to platform for a lot of fighting games, for most of the fighting games, rather. Killer Instinct was like the only game you saw at events that was running off of Xbox Ones for a long time. And then outside of that, yeah, PS4 is just the go-to. So them Fighting Herds, you know, unfortunately, since they're not on any console right now, at least, that's a no-brainer, obviously, that they would stick to the Steam version, because that is the only version right now. Other than that, there was no other news on if they were going to add any other games, and surprisingly, there was no mention as to what they're going to do with all of the other games that they still included in their initial trailer that had, you know, Street Fighter 5 and Tekken and Uniqlar, excuse me. You know, like all those games, like I'm not sure if they're if the absence of their mention means that they're just gonna totally just be not included. I'm not really sure, but I think that as far as what this bit of information today is concerned, they were just focused on releasing all of this, you know, all of these details for us to, you know, to just so that we knew that in a few days' time that we can register, and it's limited, even though this is a very, you know, world-renowned event. But again, This is it comes down to these regions right here. Okay, 3 regions. It's on some Blu-ray type stuff, and that's how it goes. Unfortunately, this is the kind of year that we're faced with. There's a lot of crap going on right now. There's a lot more serious things that are happening out there in the world right now, and unfortunately, this is just how we're gonna have to do things for this time. So again, guys, sound off in the comments. Let me know all your thoughts, any kind of concerns that you might have with EVO. I know me personally, I was hoping that they might have added one more, but I do know that Power Rangers, there's something actually cooking right now, and I can't say what exactly yet, but I'm sure we're going to find out more information as far as that's concerned. So please stay tuned for that. But yes, this is EVO 2020. Like, share, subscribe. Hit me up on Twitter, all that good stuff. Let me know all your thoughts about this year's EVO, your thoughts on the region selection, the games, the console choices, the schedule times, and all that kind of stuff. And then let me know if you're also going to be donating to the Hope COVID-19 relief for that lanyard and badge. I don't know if that's like something that they're actually going to send you, or if that's just something that they're going to send you like a graphic of that so that you can, like, I don't know, like do whatever you want with it and just like print it out and hang it up on your wall or something. Like, I don't know. But yeah, guys, take care. Have a good one. May the power protect you. Keep it locked, loaded right here on this channel. And make sure you guys are looking out for one another. Take care. And I'll see you guys in the next one.